Hi, Michelle here from Straw-Bearie.com. I'm a teacher, I'm a crafter, and I'm a DIYer. And today I'm going to show you not one, but two cute earrings. Pom Pom earrings and tassel earrings. So stick around.
As you make your pom-poms, you're going to have several trial and error pom-poms. Some that are the right size, but maybe not the right fatness, and some that just don't turn out at all. And so you plan on having a couple of test ones until you find out which size actually works the best for you. Now you can make your pom-pom with a pom-pom maker if you have one, but not everybody has one. You can also make your pom-pom with a piece of cardboard like this, and you wrap the yarn around and then you can tie it in the middle. Or today I'm going to show you how to make it with a glue stick. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut a piece of yarn, okay, and you're going to hold that next to your glue stick. Then you're going to take another piece of yarn and you're going to start wrapping it around the glue stick and that first piece of yarn. Okay, and I found about 75 times was about what I liked. Once you've wrapped it, you can go ahead and cut that off. You're going to take your two pieces of yarn that you laid across the glue stick first, and you're going to tie them together in a square knot. So right over left, and tie as tight as you can. Now before you do the second part, you're going to slide this off of your glue stick. It's a little tight. It's going to take a little bit of finagling to get the whole thing off. And then you're going to tighten that one that you just did, and then go ahead and tie it again. Now at this point, you've probably forgotten if you went right over left or left over right. So go ahead and tie it a third time so that you're sure that you've got it really tight. Now these two longer pieces of yarn that you just used to tie, you want to keep those in your hands and keep those separate from the rest of the pom-pom because you're going to need those later. So now you're going to go in with pretty sharp scissors, and you're going to, everything's looped right here. These are all loops, okay? So you're going to take your scissors inside the loop and you're going to start cutting. And you're going to cut all the way around all of the loops. Okay? You might find that you have a couple of loops that were hiding in there. Now you need to give it a haircut. Okay? Doesn't look very good right now. Basically, you want to find the length of like the shortest piece of yarn, and that's how short you're going to cut all the long ones. And you're just going to go around and try to get them so they're all about the same length. Really sharp scissors helps, and also it helps if you are doing this on a surface that you can clean up easily and not just on top of your lap on the couch. That's not very good. Take it in your hands and roll it a couple of times so you can kind of see where there's still pieces sticking out, so that you can go and cut those little guys. And you keep doing this until you are happy with how your pom-pom looks. Now, if you want a tighter pom-pom, you're going to need to wrap it more times than I did. I did about 75, but I wanted kind of a loose-looking pom-pom. Here's one that I did that ended up being very tight. I think this was 100 times. And I accidentally cut off my strings, so it's really doing me no good for making earrings. That's what a tighter one can look like. You also want to make sure that it's not too big of a pom-pom, because we are making these as earrings. And last, once you have it where you think you like it, you're going to have to make a second one. And when you make that second one, you want them to kind of match each other and be about the same size. And so I have a lot of test ones, and see if I have a test one that works about right. And I think these two are pretty good next to each other. This one might be a little bit big, so let me cut off a few more. Pair the two together, and I think I'm good. The next step is super easy. You take your earring, take your earring bags, okay? And that loop there, you're just going to feed one of your yarn strands through. Now, you can see it's a lot fatter. So you could wet it to moisten it. You could twist it a little bit more to make it kind of pointy so that it's going to get into that hole. Okay? Now, you're going to just tie this in a knot, and you want to kind of figure out how long do you want these to dangle. I don't want them to dangle too long, so I think about 1 inch from the top of the pom-pom to the earring back is pretty good. And I'm going to tie this right over left. Before I tighten it too tight, looks like it's gotten a little bit bigger on me. Move it over a little, and then I'm going to do that again. This time, left over right. Make sure that it's a nice, good, solid square knot. Then you can cut your end off right up close to the earring back. You can cut your other one to be even with the pom-poms. There's your first earring. And then you're going to do the same thing with your second one. And voila! That's how to make some pom-pom earrings. Next, we're going to make some tassel earrings. So you're going to need some embroidery floss, and you're going to take it and you're going to wrap it around 2 fingers. So I'm just going to hold it there, and I'm going to wrap about 12 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I'm going to cut it. Okay. I'm going to wiggle my fingers out so I have this big loop of thread. I'm going to hold it tight. Okay, I'm going to set it down while I cut myself another piece of thread. Okay, I'm going to cut this one 8 to 10 inches. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to tie it around the top. So I'm going to go right over left. I'm going to adjust it before I tighten it down too tight, exactly where I want it. Then I'm going to tie it again, left over right. Then I'm going to take my threads and I'm going to take one and I'm just going to start winding it around where that knot is. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to tie it with that other one again. So, one thing, when you're doing a square knot, it's either right over left, left over right, or if you do the same side first, or the same side over both times, I mean, like I'm doing my short one on top each time, it changes place. And so that's the same thing. So short one on top each time, it's going to be the same as right over left, left over right. Okay, now you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut real close. or you may not have to if it's laying nice and flat. Then you're going to cut the bottom. Okay, and you see the tassel shape, and then you can just kind of even up the bottom. Kind of move it around a couple times. You're going to see some that aren't really that even. And there you have a tassel. So next you're going to take your earring back. You're going to take a large jump ring. Now these large jump rings are nice because you don't have to use pliers. You can just pull them apart with your fingers, and then you want to stick them in the top through that big old loop of cords. Like so. And then stick your earring on that jump ring, and then push that jump ring back together. And then I like to turn the jump ring so that the ugly part where it connects is inside the tassel, and there you have it. A cute little tassel earring. So of course you're going to have to make a second one, and when you make it, make sure that it's the same length as the first one that you made. Now, if you want, if that was a little difficult, you can take your jump ring at this point and open it, stick it through your loop, stick your earring on, close it, and that just gives you something to kind of hold on to as you're working. And there you go. Cute little pair of tassel earrings.
I really hope that you enjoyed this video learning how to make pom-pom earrings and tassel earrings. In the comments below, tell me which one you think you would make and which one you would wear the most. Thank you so much. Toodles!